Hello, and welcome to me talking about the Pokemon Castelia Draft League tournament. In this video I'll be talking about my opponent for week 1 of this battle, his team, the team that I have prepared for him, and then the battle between us will follow after that. My opponent this week is Tibbs, coach of the Harrisonburg Haxorus, and look at that team logo at the bottom, like that is gorgeous. That team logo is amazing. I love the shiny Haxorus with the color scheme. It's amazing. Big fan, big fan. And he's also drafted a pretty awesome team. Kyurem Black, Excadrill, Deoxys Defense, Jolteon, Mandibuzz, Whimsicott, Entei, Hariyama, Jellicent, Mega Pinsir, Nidoking, and Exploud. This team is heavy on the offense, defense, and utility with things like Mega Pinsir, Life Orb, Sheer Force, Nidoking, Choice Specs, Boomburst, Exploud, Kyurem Black and Entei being massive offensive threats, and Excadrill too. Defensive Pokemon like Deoxys, Mandibuzz, Jellicent, and Hariyama too can actually be pretty defensive and offensive at the same time. And then also you've got your utility Pokemon, Whimsicott. And then there are a bunch of other Pokemon here that like to do annoying things like that too. Jellicent with Will-O-Wisp and Hex, Jolteon with Wish, Deoxys with Spikes, Stealth Rock, all that jazz. Excadrill with Stealth Rock and Toxic as well. There's a lot of things here that can be annoying for me to deal with, but the team that I have crafted can certainly, hopefully, deal with them all. So I will go over the team that I have prepared now. The first Pokemon on the team, Weavile, nicknamed King Pharaoh. This Pokemon is my offensive powerhouse for the team. With a combination of Ice Shard, Knockoff, and Low Kick, I hit almost everything for super effective damage, and even those things I do not hit super effectively, I deal tons of damage to. And I have Sword Stance to increase the power of my moves even more. And with my Adamant Nature, I'm allowed to run an Adamant Nature because I can outspeed Mega Pinsir with a without having to run a Jolly Nature, so I get to run an Adamant Nature to give myself even more attack than I normally would be able to. And you might be saying, well, I still don't outspeed Whimsicott, max speed Whimsicott. That doesn't matter, because I have Ice Shard. And Ice Shard is a priority move that always moves first. So if I can get off that, and after a Sword Stance, that should just one-hit KO, and even if it doesn't one-hit KO, without a Sword Stance, it will still deal tons of damage. So that's fine. I have a Focus Sash to allow me to live at least one hit because Weavile is incredibly frail and dies in one hit to over half of my opponent's team, so that's why I have the Focus Sash. Now, of course, my Focus Sash can get broken by Stealth Rock being up, which I'm most likely going to be trying to set up because that is this Gen 6 metagame, and he has a lot of Pokemon that like to try and set it up, like Deoxys and Excadrill and such. But I have an answer for that. Mega Sableye. Mega Sableye with Magic Bounce. Now Magic Bounce, what Magic Bounce does is it reflects status moves back at the opponent, and that includes so that'll stuff like Will-O-Wisp and Toxic, and it should also include Stealth Rock because that is a non-damaging move. So hopefully that'll also get bounced back. If something is trying to lead and set up Stealth Rock, I can easily just lead with my Sableye and prevent any hazards from going up. Especially if Deoxys is coming to this game, because this thing hardwalls Deoxys with the combination of Recover to be able to heal itself up, Knockoff to remove any items that my opponent has, Will-O-Wisp to burn the annoying physical attackers like Excadrill. And I have Psychic so that I can hit Pokemon like Hariyama harder. Because Hariyama is something that Mega Sableye can 1v1, but it does need to have a move that can deal more damage, so I did give it Psychic to better help with that. And I am more defensive so that I can better deal with offensive threats like Excadrill and yeah, pretty much Excadrill and like a physical attacking Kyurem. I expect the Kyurem to be special so that it can have an ice move like Ice Beam, but you never know. We'll wait and we'll see. And it works against Mega Pinsir too, which is very nice. And after I live a hit from them, I can burn them with Will-O-Wisp, click Recover, and I can heal up, and they'll no longer be a problem. Mega Sableye is very good Oh, and of course Mega Sableye is nicknamed Rouge after Rouge the Bat from the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, because she steals gems and stuff, and she steals like jewels and treasures and stuff, and Mega Sableye is holding a massive big jewel, so this is pretty cool. I think I like this nickname a lot. But yeah, that is my Mega Sableye. And this thing should be able to deal with hazards just fine, but just in case I need a backup, I have Armaldo as my third Pokemon to deal with hazards by removing them with Rapid Spin. I'll have Stone Edge and Earthquake and Knock Off to deal damage, and that does good damage to pretty much everything. I have Assault Vest so that I can more easily survive special hits from like special attackers, like Ice Beam from Kyurem, or Ice Beam from Kyurem, Thunderbolt from Jolteon, that type of stuff. And I run max attack because, you know, why not? If I'm running an offensive set with Assault Vest, why not pump as much attack into there as I can? And I have chucked just a little, just about like a fairly equal amount into HP, defense, and special defense, just to kind of try to balance things out. And my Armaldo is named Fossilsaurus, because you revive it from a fossil and it is a dinosaur, so I just kind of put those two together. Bit of an odd name, but I like it. But yeah, I really like my Assault Vest Armaldo. I think it's going to be very cool. I don't know how useful it's really going to be, but this is about the... I wanted Armaldo for Rapid Spin support, and this is about the best I think I could do with it. So that's Armaldo. Fourth Pokemon on the team is Gastrodon, as another defensive Pokemon. This Water Ground type is a good matchup into most of his Pokemon. He has the moves Scald, Ice Beam, and Toxic to deal damage, and of course Toxic wears down the more defensive Pokemon he has, like Jellicent, Deoxys, stuff like that. Recover to heal myself up, Leftovers for some passive damage, and I have Storm Drain as an ability so that I can heal myself up if someone's trying to use a Water type move. Like if Jellicent is trying to use Scald, I can just use a Gastrodon will just absorb that, and also get a special attack boost, which is very nice. And my Gastrodon is nicknamed Nudibranchia, which I believe is the scientific name for sea slugs, because Gastrodon is based on sea slugs, which is very fun. So that's Gastrodon. And the fifth Pokemon on the team is Thunderous Therian, nicknamed Stormbreaker, after Thor's axe from the Marvel franchise. This Pokemon is... I'm running a cool set, I believe. Thunderbolt, Focus Blast, Hidden Power Ice, and U-Turn. And it's holding a Yachi Berry to better live ice attacks, so it can live Ice Beam from Kyurem, or it can live Ice Beam from Nidoking, stuff like that. And this combination of attacking moves, Thunderbolt, Focus Blast, and Hidden Power Ice, deals super effective damage to pretty much nearly everything. And if I can't deal good damage to anything, I have U-Turn so that I can just easily pivot out. The reason why I am running U-Turn is over Volt Switch is because he has 3 Pokemon that can absorb Volt Switch and just prevent me from switching out. He has his Nidoking, he has his Jolteon, which has the Volt Absorb ability, and he has the Excadrill, all of which can stop me from pivoting out. So it's just safer for me to go for the U-Turn here. And I have the, also of course I will have to be careful because of Stealth Rock being switched up. I can't keep switching this in and out because I will take that more and more damage as I keep trying to switch it in. So that is my Thunderous Therian, and I have just enough speed so that I can outspeed Entei, if that makes an appearance. And the final and 6th Pokemon I decided to put on this team. Gliscor, nicknamed Batwing, after Batman's vehicle that he uses to fly through the air, called the Batwing, because this is a bat and it has wings, so Batwing the Gliscor. I have the classic Toxic Orb Toxic Heal strategy so that I can poison myself and heal from it. I have Earthquake and Stone Edge as for damaging options. I have Stealth Rock to set up my own Stealth Rocks, and I have Roost to heal myself up. To just, if the Toxic Heal is not quite enough, I have the Roost to help myself a bit more. I've run more attack on this than you would normally expect, just because it lets me take out Excadrill in one hit, which could be quite important. If Excadrill is like fully offensive, I'll be able to knock it out in one hit with Earthquake. And yeah, it's good against a lot of the threats in the team that my team currently struggled with before I put this on the team, like Excadrill, Mandibuzz, Entei, Mega Pinsir, stuff like that. And that's Gliscor. And that is pretty much the team. So that is my team for week 1 of the Castelia Draft League tournament. It is Weavile, Mega Sableye, Armaldo, Gastrodon, Thunderstarian, and Gliscor. So yeah, I will just cut to the battle when that starts, and I will see you guys then. Okay, we are here, in game. We're just waiting for our, oh, there it is, right there. There is our battle request. Save the game. Now we wait just for a minute. Hopefully it works. Oh, seems hopeful. Okay. Here we are. Please select the Pokemon you wish to enter. Okay, so my opponent has brought Kyurem Black, Hariyama, Jolteon, Mandibuzz, Excadrill, and Deoxys Defense, which is fun. So we are just immediately going to lead with our Sableye, because it has a good matchup against a lot of things here. Sorry, I'm just not writing down everything here, writing down the Pokemon that I see on my screen because I can't forget. Jolteon and Mandibuzz. Yeah, so Sableye has a really good matchup into this, so let's hope that it will be good enough. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's see what he leads with. If he leads with Deoxys Defense, we're in a good spot. Yeah, it might be a bit laggy, but yeah. Here we go. We've led with our Sableye. He leads with Micah's Men. Deoxys Defense, perfect. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Yeah, this is Pressure, which is guaranteed here. I'm going to instantly go for Mega Evolution and Knock Off here. He withdraws. Into what? Excadrill. Bricks my mold. So this is Mold Breaker. We Mega Evolve. We're going to get to knock off his item here, whatever it is. That's immediately gone. Lumberry. I'm guessing that was to prevent burns from going up and such. Not anymore. We're going for Will-O-Wisp here. If he sets up a Sword Stance, that's okay. Because then we've essentially just done nothing, except that he will be taking damage every turn. This music is very, very good, by the way. So yeah, Lumberry. Let's see what he does here. He's taking his time, so we're just waiting to see, is he going to switch out? Is he going to stay in and go for Sword Stance? Is he just going to straight attack? He went for Stealth Rock, which isn't going to do anything because we have the Magic Bounce ability. Those are just going to be reflected right back at him. We missed. And Magic Bounce did not reflect our Stealth Rock. I believe I have very badly misplayed. I really thought I've misinterpreted the ability of Mega Sableye here. I'm confused. Okay, that's fine. I've misunderstood how Magic Bounce works apparently. Let me quickly check this actually. Reflects status moves, so that will reflect Toxic. and Will-O-Wisp and stuff like that. So that actually doesn't reflect Stealth Rock. I did not know that. Hi. I'm talking to you from the post-battle because I realised that Excadrill has the Mold Breaker ability. So that means that when it used Stealth Rock, Magic Bounce did not activate, and so Stealth Rock did not get reflected back. So that's why that happened. Magic Bounce does reflect Stealth Rock. I am just a bit silly. That's unfortunate, but we're just going to go for knockoff here again, because if he stays in, we just get damage on it. If he switches out, we get to knock something off. And now that this is burned, it can't actually do any good damage to us. So that's fine. He withdraws. Where does he go into here? Back into Deoxys defense. We're going to get to knock off Deoxys' item here, which is... Look at that damage. Lumberry. Another Lumberry. Interesting. Okay. We knocked off his Lumberry. Now what? I would like to go into Gastrodon here, but I would also just like to go for knockoff again, although we don't really want him to hazard stack too much. So it could be an idea to go into our Armaldo here, because he doesn't have, and then go for the Rapid Spin. I'm thinking we either go to Gastrodon or Armaldo, or we just stay in and get off into the knockoff, although we can't just easily recover his health back. I am going to go into Armaldo here, I think. We're going to take damage from the Stealth Rock. Oh, he switched out, okay. And he went back into Excadrill. Okay. How much does Iron Head do against us here then? That's something we need to know. We take a bunch of damage from Stealth Rock here, which is unfortunate. But that Excadrill is burned, so it will not be doing nearly as much damage as it would like to be doing. I'm going to very quickly burn. Iron Head does barely any damage. It does about half of our moves about half of our health here. So we could go for Earthquake for the kill, but I am not particularly threatened by this. So I think I'm just going to go for Rapid Spin, remove those Stealth Rock from the field. If he decides to attack me, then that's okay. If he flinches me, that'll be bad. If I get flinched here, that'll be really bad. But like I said, he cannot KO me here. I should be writing down the moves that these Pokemon have too, I forgot to do that. So what we've seen, Stealth Rock and Toxic on this Excadrill. I imagine the last two moves are Iron Head and Earthquake. We're gonna wait and see. Is it going to attack? Most likely. It's most likely going for Iron Head here. And like I said, removing these hazards with Rapid Spin is going to be very, very big for us for the rest of the game. He withdrew. Okay, that's good. It means he doesn't get any damage off and we remove our hazards for free. He just goes into his Deoxys. We use Rapid Spin. We remove the hazards on our field, do a little bit of damage to the Deoxys. And for me, I'm just gonna go right back into... I think I could go back into my Sableye, or I could go to Gliscor here and get up my own Stealth Rock, which is something I wouldn't mind doing. Of course, you could just stay in here and get his damage off on me. Let's quickly calculate what kind of damage we were doing to this though with the my Sableye, because our knockoff on this did a very, very big amounts of damage to this. Makes me think it might not be... Oh no, it probably is fully physically defensive. Well, maybe not fully physically defensive, but it's got definitely a good chunk of it into it, maybe. So yeah, we can go to Gliscor here, get up our own Stealth Rock, as we can roost off any damage this is trying to do, although it could be holding Ice Beam, so that's not particularly a safe play. So I'm going to go back into my Sableye here. because this does just very hard counter Deoxys. There's not really much reason not to do that. We come back out. He goes for recover. Okay. And we are going to just nail this with another knockoff. If he gets up Stealth Rock here, that'll be bad. I maybe shouldn't have... This might not be the best plays. I probably should have gone for Gastrodon or something like that. Tried to hit a Toxic on it. Something like that. But we've done this, we're locked in, so this is just what we're going to have to deal with now. Okay, withdrew into what? Hopefully we're going to get to knock off another item here. Yep, we get to knock off Jolteon's item, which is... Wow, the damage on that's insane. Leftover Jolteon. Okay. So this is a bulkier Jolteon set, I'm guessing. But we have removed those pesky, We have removed that, leftovers, which is very, very good for us. Let's see what kind of... This doesn't do a ton of damage to our, Sableye here, unless it's going for Dazzling Gleam. But... I don't think this gets... This might not even get Dazzling Gleam in this game. And even so, it's not doing tons, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for another knockoff here. We are just spamming knockoff Wish. Nice. Wish Jolteon. We get another knockoff. So I'm guessing it's Protect that's coming in here. So we've seen Wish, and I'm going to guess Protect. This is very interesting Jolteon set we've got going here. I would like to go to Gliscor or Gastrodon here, because one of them... Because imagine this is probably carrying Volt Switch / Thunderbolt and a hidden power, Grass or Ice. So it's a bit of a gamble about what the safe move to make here is. Because I imagine this has Protect, so its next move has to be probably Volt Switch, and then another move. Another move of some sort. Like a hidden power. Of course, this could just try to Volt Switch to switch out, and in that case, maybe going into Thundurus here is a good play. Because then we prevent it from switching out, and if he stays in, he shouldn't be able to do too much to us. So we have our Thundurus out here, Protect like I thought. So he heals all the way back up. Now unless this has Hidden Power Ice here, it can't do a ton of damage to us. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to U-turn. We're going to U-turn out of here. As we predict him to switch out into something more in his favour, because he shouldn't really be able to touch this. Okay, U-turn. That is a very, very slow Jolteon actually. That's a very slow Jolteon. So I'm gonna go to Gastrodon here. Toxic, okay, that's 9. Toxic, so this doesn't have, this most likely does not have hidden power. Which is very nice. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my own Toxic here. Maybe get it onto the Deoxys or the Hariyama maybe. Or maybe even, like, if we can get it on Hariyama here, that would be really nice, because then we prevent it from potentially activating its Flame Orb. And then it won't be able to... Well, actually, does Hariyama... I think Guts probably does get boosted by... if it's poisoned. He switches out. Huge hookers, that is indeed Hariyama. Okay, Toxic to it. Now this is likely to have guts. So we may not be in the best position here. We may have just given this thing a big attack boost. However, that Toxic is going to slowly chip down this Hariyama. We're gonna go to our Sableye here, because it doesn't do a ton of damage to Sableye even after it's even after Hariyama has been poisoned and gotten the Guts boost. It shouldn't be able to hit Sableye for much damage at all. You know, it can't hit us with its stab move of fighting because we're a ghost type. And it doesn't have any fairy moves to hit us super effectively with, so... And we have the super effective Psychic to deal good damage to this as well, so... We're gonna wait and see what happens here. Close combat does nothing to us. Splendid, this is leftovers, okay. Close combat. You notice has close combat. And now I want to either Psychic or Knock Off here, either to remove his item, his annoying leftovers, or to get damage on him. I think this is a fine time to reveal Psychic though. Is it more worth it removing those leftovers or removing... Yeah, I'm gonna go for a Knock Off here just to remove his leftovers, and if he switches out we can get a hit on something as well. Maybe if he even switches into his Mandibuzz or Kyurem we can knock off their item too. You can already see Mega Sableye putting in work as a defensive powerhouse. Even though I've completely misunderstood the Magic Bounce ability, I really thought that bounced back hazards. It must work differently in Generation 6, and I didn't realise that. That might be why it was so cheap actually, because it was only 11 points, and I thought that was a little cheap for something that can just bounce back hazards. So this isn't as good as I thought it is, but you know, it's still decent. And we removed the Mandibuzz's item here, which is incredible. Down goes Mandibuzz's item, which is leftovers again. We've seen 2 Lumberries and 3 leftovers so far, and we've removed 4 of them, which is very fun. And now, what's it doing here? Could U-turn, just pivot out. Good foul play for damage. But I'm going to go to Gliscor here, I think. Get up my Stealth Rock. Let's see what this does. If we had Dazzling Gleam, that would be nice, but of course this could just heal back up. And what goes for U-turn, okay. In that case we should have just stayed in and gone for another knockoff, probably, but we couldn't really predict that too easily, so we're just going to see what comes out here. It's probably going to be the Kyurem, and that is incredibly threatening. If the Kyurem comes out here, it's threatening Ice Beam, or just even a Dragon Dance. Yep, that's it. The Kyurem is out. The shiny Kyurem. Beautiful. Okay. Terravolt. Okay, we've been poisoned by our Toxic Orb. We're going to heal a little bit. Not this turn, but we'll heal the next time. We are out. And now... This is rather terrifying. This is a Kyurem Black. Most likely rocking a special set, including Ice Beam. Of course, it could also be going Dragon Dance here, which will be absolutely terrifying. Like, I'm shivering right now. But I think what I will do is I will probably just go back into my Sableye and attempt to burn it. We don't take much damage from Ice Beam, and if he goes for Dragon Dance, we get the chance to burn it. Blizzard, okay. Oh, that damage! Wow, that is choice specs. That is choice specs damage. Choice specs Blizzard. Jesus. That is surely choice specs Blizzard coming out from that Curum there. Yeah, 100% that is choice specs. Knowing that is valuable though, because now we know that it can't. Now we know that it is locked into that move. Not that we really have a good switch into it though. It honestly might be. We might have to sack Armaldo here or something else here. If we switch to our Armaldo here and it actually misses, that would be really nice. Nothing here is a 100% safe switch in, so... And this Sableye is really nice defensively into this team, so I'm going to sacrifice Armaldo here. If we're lucky, he misses Blizzard, and we get a chance to get off Stone Edge. Let's see what happens though. Blizzard, we miss. He misses even. Very, very nice. Jesus, that is incredibly threatening. We can knock off his item here, but I think we shouldn't. It might be a good idea to do that, but I am just going to go for Stone Edge for damage here. Because he's probably... Oh no, he did not switch out. Well, if we hit it with Stone Edge here... Okay, is this going to kill? We killed Curum. Okay, we got the crit, but I don't think it really mattered. It might have mattered, but that's huge. Absolutely huge. Because of our Assault Vest, we survived the Blizzard from Curum, and we hit it with a Stone Edge, super effective Stone Edge, which knocked it out. The critical hit probably did matter. If this only has 4 HP investment, then we had, it dealt 99 to 105% of its damage, which is, a lot. But it wouldn't have been enough to KO most of the time, so that critical hit, what was our chances of killing that? We had a 37 chance to kill that without a critical hit, so that crit mattered sometimes. But we are just going to sacrifice Excadrill. He went for Stealth Rock. He's just lost Excadrill. Armaldo picking up 2 knockouts in the same fight. One after another. It's knocked out Curum and Excadrill, the 2 biggest physical threats in this team. It got up Stealth Rock, which we're not going to be able to remove now, because the next Pokemon that comes in is almost certainly just going to KO Armaldo. Excuse me. But we've removed 2 of the most offensive threats on this team. So we no longer have to worry about Excadrill or Curum. He still has the Hariyama, Deoxys, Jolteon, and Mandibuzz, and 3 of those are very defensive, as we've seen. Hariyama is his only truly great attacker at this point. So whatever this Deoxys does here, I'm going to go for Rapid Spin just for the chance that he doesn't attack. He goes for Ice Beam. That will most likely kill us. Armaldo goes down. But it was a worthy sacrifice. Yeah, definitely a worthy sacrifice there. So we are going to have to deal with rocks. Sorry, we are going to have to deal with the Stealth Rock up for the rest of the game, which is going to be annoying, but that will not stop us. A good idea could be to go to Weavile here, as we threaten this with knockoff. Unless he's carrying like Aura Sphere or something, which would be very unfortunate. We have our Gastrodon, but that allows Hariyama to come in here, which would be very, very not good. Figuring out exactly how to switch into this Deoxys is very difficult. Of course, switching into my Sableye wouldn't be a bad play, but with that Stealth Rock damage and the very low health he's already at, there's a very good chance we just lose Sableye immediately, and we can't have that. Let's check though. We don't have much time though, we only have 20 seconds to pick our move. That's the wrong... Ice Beam. Yeah, that will most likely kill us. We have to switch in something else here. And it is going to... I'm going to switch in my Thunderous here. We don't deal a ton of damage to this, but it might have been a better idea to go to Weavile, but we have to be careful of, because that could have Aura Sphere and that could immediately take out our Weavile. You know, definitely wasn't the best idea I've ever had, but I'm gonna go for Thunderbolt here, get some damage off, see what he does. We definitely should have gone to Weavile or Gastrodon there, but I was panicking. Does Hariyama get... I need to know, does Hariyama get Bullet Punch in this generation? Because if Hariyama gets Bullet Punch, then it threatens Weavile. It does get Bullet Punch. So Hariyama threatens our Weavile here. Weavile will not be able to sweep until Hariyama is off the field. Go for Thunderbolt here. Get off some damage. Decent amount of damage. Goes for Recover. Now, of course, what we could do here is we could just keep clicking our Volt Switch here. Just keep clicking Thunderbolt here until he runs out of Recover. He's probably not going to let that happen. He's probably going to switch to Jolteon to absorb the electric move with its ability Volt Absorb. But I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to keep clicking Thunderbolt here, because whatever he does here, if he switches into Jolteon, we have Focus Blast, and that is most likely going to take out the Jolteon. So we are just going to keep clicking Thunderbolt here until he switches out or runs out of Recover PP. He withdrew into what? Most likely Jolteon, right? I believe that's the Jolteon. Yep. There it is. He absorbs it, gains back a lot of his HP. However, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to Focus Blast. See how much damage we can score on this thing. So we don't know exactly how much damage we're going to be doing to this because it is defensive. We hit Focus Blast. How much is this doing? Okay, that does not do a whole lot. Baton Pass is its final move. This doesn't have a single attacking move. It only has Toxic as a move to deal damage, damage to us. Huge Huckers, that's the Hariyama. And it is almost certainly going to go for Ice Punch here. Ice Punch seems very likely here. We're gonna go to Gastrodon here. Oh no, this wasn't a good idea. Because it's like some click close combat for free. We're gonna lose our Gastrodon and we're gonna lose something here. This was a very bad play. I should have stayed in and clicked Thunderbolt, just gotten damage. This is very not good. This most likely has Ice Punch, which is why it switched in like this. If only we had Hidden Power Flying or something like that. That would be very nice. But we don't. So this is not brilliant, I must say. This wasn't the best move for me to make. Here we go, we switch out. Okay. We're going to take a little bit of chip from Stealth Rock. He withdrew though. Back into Jolteon. Now, this is not brilliant. Actually, this isn't very good for us. If this goes for Wish here, we have the opportunity to go into our Sableye, and then we can easily heal up, as this can't do any damage to us. But also, Yeah, there's no way we knock this out. I'm gonna switch back. I'm going to play a little risky. Switch back into Sableye here. And we are going to... Hopefully this clicks Wish, and we get to recover the next turn. Ooh. Protect. Okay. Perfect. This is a free recover. We get to heal up our Sableye, which is very important. Now that this is going to be healthier, it can more easily take on Hariyama and Mandibuzz. Pretty much everything here. We went for Wish. Go for recover. Heal up. All the way back up. And we are just going to go for it again. 2 recovers. As this probably goes for Protect or Baton Pass. Okay. Okay, goes for Protect. That is okay. As we recover back up. We are now back at full health. This is very important. Okay. And now another knockoff here. I'm trying to hide my Psychic because I want to be able to get a surprise hit with that on the Hariyama, hopefully. Maybe. What switches in here? I'm not sure. If anything switches in at all, it's probably Mandibuzz. Baton Pass. If it's Hariyama, that'll be very nice because we can score some, knock off its item, or we can score some damage with Psychic. Yep, okay. We remove this thing's leftovers. Very important. Okay, gone. And now I'm going to launch a super effective Psychic in his direction. Okay, he stayed in. Ice Punch, does nothing. Look at that, no damage whatsoever. I don't care, I use Psychic, I get off a ton of damage on you. Big damage. And I go for it again. If Mandibuzz comes in here, that's okay. All we need here is Sableye. Sableye walls the remaining 3 Pokemon. Hariyama can't hit it, Deoxys can't hit it, Mandibuzz can't hit it, Jolteon doesn't have any attacking moves. Sableye never dies here. Sableye is always safe. As long as we are careful, Sableye is safe, and he will never touch he will never be in range for death. He withdraws. Die hard, that's Mandibuzz. There we go. It's okay. And we knock off. Remove this thing's item. No more leftovers for it. It has Heat Wave. Okay, it misses. Very cool move he has there. And now I don't just want to like sit around with this Pokemon though, because it's kind of boring. Heat Wave's very cool to deal with Weavile though, I must say. I like that a lot. And I'm gonna go for Will-O-Wisp here just to burn this. I went for Heat Wave again. No damage. Burned. I would like to end this battle, like, I don't want to let this battle run out due to timer. I want to be able to finish it because of, you know, I killed all their Pokemon. But with the way this is coming out with these incredibly bulky Pokemon on both sides of the field, it's going to be difficult for either of us to score a KO on each other. Because I can just stay in with my Sableye here and play as safe as I need to. Use U-turn. It's a good play. I almost switched out there, so it's good we stayed in and clicked recover. Yeah, we're in a situation where it's just like it's going to be difficult for either of us to KO either of our Pokemon. Because he doesn't have anything that can take out Sableye. And he doesn't have enough time to stall it out. I'm sure this is probably very boring for those watching, but unfortunately this is just how battles play out sometimes. Weavile has still not touched the field, by the way. Nika's men, that is the Deoxys. No, I wish I could say we can do a bunch of damage to this, but we really can't. Oh, we might as well try to make some progress though. Let's switch to Gastrodon here. He withdrew. Went back into Die Hard, which is the Mandibuzz. And comes into the Branchia. Okay. Take a little bit of damage. Heal a little bit with our leftovers, we take a bit of toxic damage. I might just recover here to be safe. I'm just gonna recover here. U-turn. Okay, this is probably Hariyama switching in here. If it's Deoxys, that'll be very nice, because that gives me, yeah, this is a... Oh, the Jolteon, okay. He's trying to heal up his Hariyama, isn't he? Is he trying to heal up his Hariyama? I think that's what he's trying to do here. So he's going to try and go for the good old Wish Baton Pass into Hariyama. But I'm going to go for Scald here. Because he could also just hard switch, yeah, he went for Wish. Slowly losing health. Back to Sableye. Never switched into Hariyama, of course we threaten it with Psychic. Well, this is a very stally game, I don't like it, but that's what we're doing. We're probably not going to KO another one of each other's Pokemon for the rest of this game. This battle is probably just going to keep going on until until the timer runs out. Which isn't really how I want it to go, because it's boring, but he stayed in, so that's probably Protect. Protect from this Jolteon here, no Baton Pass, okay. Of course, I forgot about that. Into the Mandibuzz, probably. And then we get to have not very much fun. Nope, it's the Hariyama. Yeah, because he gets to heal that up now. And that is fully healed up. And then the Mandibuzz probably switches in here. And if that were the case, yeah, he withdrew. If I knew the Mandibuzz was coming in there, I would have gone into Weavile. Yeah, okay. And now we're back in this. I should have made an aggressive play. An aggressive play was probably the better move to make there because it was... Oh, I don't know, it was just better. But, whatever. We're just going to stay in here. He has Roost, so he goes for that. The last move on this is likely to be foul play. And... this game isn't very fun. That's not to either of our faults, it's just, this is just how it's turned out. These are the Pokemon that we've brought, and they're all very stally and very, I just want to sit here and do nothing the entire time. And unfortunately, this is just how some Pokemon battles go. It's very boring. Just sit here and stall. Goes for Heat Wave again. We're not going to be able to run out each other's PPs as well because the timer is still going. And I'm thinking this could be a good chance to go to Thundurus here and hit it with a something with Thunderbolt. Of course, Jolteon could switch in. I don't know though. I'm just gonna recover here, keep Sableye healthy. He also goes for Roost. Okay. Now I'm gonna make a more offensive play. I think. Oh wait, no, because I have to be careful though because I can't lose another Pokemon here. Because if I do, then it's going to start. We're going to start tying. And that's not going to be fun. Foul play and Heat Wave. There's a lot actually. It's not safe going into Thundurus here. Oh, this is the game we play. We're just running each other out of PP. We're having a good time. He only has 16 Heat Wave PP. And I don't know how many he's used, and as far as I can tell, there's no way to actually check his Pokemon. So... he finally gets a burn on me. Maybe that's what he was waiting for, getting a burn on... well, I mean, it probably doesn't matter in the end as well, anyway, but like... Well, that does a lot, actually. Our knockoff is going to be doing significantly less damage here too now. Well, nothing much changes even after getting that burn. Like, we're just going to be in the same stalemate of like neither of us wants to switch out. There's no point in, if I switch out, I could potentially lose one of my Pokemon, and then I'm in a bad spot. Look at that, absolutely no damage. Worth a psychic there, just because, like, well, what if he does switch into Hariyama, you know? You never know. Yeah, just went for Heat Wave. He hasn't missed a single Heat Wave, by the way, which is very cool. Actually, yeah, he has missed one. Actually, that's a lie. We heal. One of us will run out of PP eventually. Like I said, we don't know how much of it he has left, but... yeah, we are just sitting and waiting. Sitting and waiting for something else to happen. Did he switch out? No, he didn't. Okay. I thought he switched out for a second. Something different like that should happen. We might have seen a different Pokemon on the field in the last, like, what, 20 minutes? Something like that. So yeah, I'm just not gonna... Neither of us are just letting our defensive Pokemon go down here. It's not happening. And the thing is, even switching out to try and get a kill on this isn't safe. Like, neither of us are switching out because it's not safe. I'm not switching out because it's not safe for me to switch out. Because if I switch out, I lose a Pokemon, and then we're gonna be. If I switch out, I could lose a Pokemon, and then we're gonna be equalized in how many Pokemon are dead on the field, and then it'll be like, it'll become more difficult then. So this is just not a good scenario for both of us. If this was like. He got a crit. It's the first... That's not the first crit, actually. I got a crit earlier, but, yeah. First crit of this exchange. But yeah, what was I on about? I was on about something. Yeah, I don't want to switch... He doesn't want to switch out because he hardwalls my Sableye. And switching out is pointless for him anyway. I don't want to switch out because if I do, I could lose a Pokemon. And then we're going to be equal in how many Pokemon we've lost. So we're both being very stubborn here. And I doubt that's going to change anytime soon. It's not going to change until one of us runs out of PP. And I've still got 8 recover PP left in the hatch, and I also have knockoff Psychic and Will-O-Wisp to burn. I'm not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. Now here, I could switch out. This would be a chance for me to switch out. I could go to Weavile, I could get some big damage. Blah blah blah, but there's just no point. You know, there's no purpose in doing it. And of course I could make this easier for myself and just like not like wait until almost the timer has run out before I click my moves to help guarantee a win, but I don't want to win through that way. I want to win with some merit. Well, we are technically just waiting for the big timer to go down. Waiting for the little one to go down is that's just a bit, I don't know. It's not something I like to do. We're still whirling at each other. He has to be almost out of Heat Wave at this point. He's got to almost be out. He's used so many. And then he'll probably just start clicking Foul Play or Knockoff or whatever other fighting move he has. Yeah, just slowly but surely. recover. How entertaining. Still got some more in the tank. Imagine I had taunt. If I had taunt on this, if he had taunt on Mandibus or I had taunt on Sableye. Is he out of heat waves? He clicked Rooster out quite early that time. Did you see it out of heat wave? He actually might just be out of heat waves. He's taking his time thinking as well. He's out of heat waves. He's trying to figure out what to do. Defog. He has defog. Defog is his last damaging move. Okay. And our hazards are gone actually. There are no longer hazards up on our side. I could actually start trying to score some KOs here. There's a chance he could U-turn, of course, and that'll break Weavile's Focus Sash, because if I can get Weavile in here, yeah, he U-turns here. Okay. Finally, a different Pokemon will show up on the field, but what will it be? Caleb, that's the Jolteon. No, like this might be a chance to go to Weavile here, because like I said, it has no damaging moves. It's most likely just going for Wish here. I think what I can do here is I can go to Weavile and then I can potentially sweep. I'm gonna do that. Weavile, it's time. Hit the field. Went for Wish. Okay, now Weavile, this is gonna be your chance to knock out everything here. Go for Sword Stance. Withdrew. Yep, there it is, Hariyama. This is 100% going for Bullet Punch here. Low kick. Boom. Close combat. Not quite. Hold on with our Focus Sash. And now, will he die to Toxic? He does die to Toxic. Hariyama is dead. Die Hard, the Mandibus. Maybe I'll go for a kill. See if you can do it. Oh, not quite. That's for your turn. Weevil goes down here, but he's done his job. He's done brilliantly. Take out the main offensive threat on the team. I'm taking out the Hariyama. He only has defensive Pokemon left, and one of them doesn't have any moves that can deal consistent damage to us. And the other one doesn't have any attacking moves. And yeah, one of them has no attacking moves, one of them only has a U-turn for an attacking move, the other one is Deoxys, which has Ice Beam, probably Psychic or Cycle Boost, Recover, and then something else. Micah's Men, the Deoxys. It's either Gastrodon or Sableye here. Let's go to Gastrodon here. Toxicant maybe? Withdrew. If he goes to Mandibus here, that'll be a shame. No! We could have actually killed this. Oh wait, no, it's gonna die here. It's gonna die here to the burn, surely. That's definitely less than 1/8 of its health. It definitely dies here. It has to. Come on. Yes, it dies. Die Hard died after a very long and hard battle against that Sableye. And now he only has his Deoxys and his Jolteon left. And in comes the Jolteon again. I will Toxic this. Wishing I had a ground move now, but it's fine. If we get Toxic off on this is forced to... Okay, just went for Protect. If I'd gone to Glasgow there, that would have been nice, but it's fine. I think I'll go to Gliscor now. Yeah, with the Gliscor here now. Maybe Baton passes here, then that's a good play. Wish, okay. We heal up a little bit. And I am just going to go for Earthquake here. Just to get us some damage, you know. This battle is gonna, the timer's gonna run out before we even, before this battle even ends properly, anyway. He heals up. Baton Pass, yep. Only has one Pokemon he can Baton Pass into, and that is the Deoxys. We do nothing to that. Just Sableye. And then we recover. Sableye, did you enjoy being on the field before? You're gonna get to be on here for a bit longer now. Going to recover. Do not let this die. Yeah, unfortunately this battle will end before we actually get to all the Pokemon faint, which is a shame. Because not only is it not entertaining, but it's a shame because our Pokemon won't get as many kills and it won't look as... It's just an unfinished game, and it sucks. But... And luckily we actually can't get we cannot get frozen by this Deoxys' Ice Beam because we are already burned. So we are actually kind of thankful. Even though it won't, at this point it doesn't matter, we are thankful that that did not occur. And I'm gonna burn you because I feel like it. Gets burned. Well, that's that. That'll be the fight at this point, I believe. Goes for the Ice Beam. As we recover. And then the battle will end after this turn. Here we go. Battle time 0. Is that it? Does it just end automatically? Wait, that's not it. Is it not over? Ooh, I didn't mean to click that. Battle, okay, battle's over. Doesn't matter. Well, we win. That was it. We won 2-4. Sorry, we won 4-2 even. Well, that was a battle. A very... At least the first 10 minutes of it were interesting, and it got slightly more interesting near the end as well, but, I think with that, I think I just win there. I think that's just it. But I think I saw something in the rules about this actually being draws aren't an option. So it's like battle format and rules. Oh, there are no ties. Okay, yeah, there's no ties. So yeah, that wasn't a draw. I won that one. Okay, that just faded. Okay, so we're... you see, look, it was daytime when I went into this, and now it's nighttime. The game knows that game took forever. Well, that was I'll go to the Poke Center. Well, that was the battle for week 1, I suppose. We won 4-2, pretty good. A shame we didn't get to play the game out fully, but I guess stall battles just happen sometimes. Well, I will say my team did very, very well, and I'm very happy with how I played. I have to give the shoutouts to these Pokemon, by the way. These, first of all, Mega Sableye, for being the best defensive tank in that battle throughout the entire game. Walling Hariyama, walling Deoxys defense, walling Mandibuzz, all 3 of those being big. Being able to survive a couple of hits from Excadrill too, so Excadrill couldn't really threaten it. Being able to eventually beat the Mandibuzz in that showdown, forcing it to switch out in the 1v1 that lasted, I don't know how long it lasted, but... Oh. I don't know how long that lasted, but it lasted a good, maybe, 20 minutes? And it eventually came out on top and he was forced to switch out. Yeah, Mega Sableye was absolutely incredible there. It probably has to be the MVP of that. Maybe the MVP. I think the only other Pokemon here I could give contender to like the MVP is Armaldo. Armaldo getting the kill on the Kyurem, surviving Kyurem Black's Choice Specs Blizzard, hitting it with Stone Edge, and critical hitting it for the kill. All those 3 things were absolutely beautiful. And even though this Pokemon was something that I picked up thinking this is like one of the worst Pokemon I could have drafted for this team, it has put in like some of the most work already. In week 1 it's been putting in massive work. It has got to Stone Edge Kyurem, lift Kyurem's Choice Specs Blizzard, kill it with Stone Edge, and then finish off the Excadrill and getting to use Rapid Spin to remove the hazards at one point. Like, he did incredible. She did incredible even, I'm sorry. You're a she, I'm sorry. She did incredible. And of course Weavile got its chance to show off its set. It got to Swords Dance and Low Kick and Ice Shard and take out the Hariyama. Yeah, no, the Weavile getting to Swords Dance up and get the kill on Hariyama with Low Kick plus Ice Shard was beautiful. Getting a ton of damage on Mandibuzz, although ultimately it didn't really matter. It got to kill that too. And to be honest, the other 3 Pokemon didn't really do anything of much merit. Like, I got to switch them in a couple of times, but ultimately they didn't do a whole lot, which is a shame, because I was looking forward to using this Thundurus set, and I was looking forward to using the other 2 Pokemon as well, but it is what it is. That was a very good battle. I enjoyed it a lot. Even though it had all the like stally elements of it, it was still good fun. I enjoyed it a lot. But yeah, that was week 1 of the Castelia Draft League. So I'm going to finish the video here, and I will see you guys next week for the week 2 battle. So goodbye for now.